Welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca, I'm 30 and I live in Newcastle and you are reporting for Beauty Duty. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and I'll leave my Instagram up for you as well. It'll also be on at the end of the video. Let me do this really cute, pretty Valentine's Day themed look. Really simple, really easy. I've only done one eye as well, so nice and quick. Do keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started. As you can see, I have already done one eye. Yes, so honestly, when I say this is like one of the quickest eye looks I've ever done, it really was super fast. Do you like the cute hair? It's like cute. I haven't had it cut since I had my bob cut in, and I've always been like, I'm a short hair girl, I'm a bob girl, but you know, we'll see. So I'm using my Beauty Bay Berries palette. I wanted to kind of keep it affordable. I'm going to sort of film a separate foundation first impressions of something that's very affordable. So you'll still see the foundation in this video, but you can sort of, I'll link it down below and stuff like that. So yes, let's get going. So let's scooch right in. I'm primed for my foundation and I've got a little bit of like my spot concealing on here and there. I haven't done loads, just I'm having a little bit of a breakout and that's all I would look at in the viewfinder otherwise. So I'm taking Loyalty first. It's in this palette and it's got a nice big mirror, so I'm using the mirror. When I do like simple looks like this and it's not a first impressions, although I don't actually think I'd used this palette before, but I've used the Beauty Bay formula a lot, so I kind of know what I'm doing. I do find just doing one eye makes things really simple. So this is on a Spectrum A12. I find it's really good when I'm starting off like quite a smoky eye to do this kind of with this kind of brush where it's not quite a packing brush. It's somewhere between like a packing and a blending brush, but it's perfect for this. So I'm taking the dark, you know, I normally do the dark on the inner corner, or if I'm doing a halo, it's on the inner and outer, but I am really packing on the colour here. Yeah, just packing it on, making sure, and I'm mainly keeping it to the lid, maybe just above. I'm going to give it a little tiny blend. So I'm trying to remember which brushes I used as I went. And I like to cover kind of fleshy part on the under eye, so right here, going between the under eye and upper lid and sort of tight line. And I've got quite a fleshy eyelid, so I like to make sure I get it right down so you can't see any sort of flesh colour between my lash and my lid, because that can be something that I'm not so great with. Okay, so that's that. And it still has a little bit of the colour left on, but I am just going to sort of blend a little bit before I go into my second colour. Beauty Bay palette, I find it is definitely a kind of pack and blend sort of formula. So I'm just diffusing the edges like just the tiniest touch before I go into my second colour. I will go back and sort of re-intensify right at the end. So next I'm going into Claret, which is this shade here. I'm kind of just repeating the steps that I did. You will see that actually they're pretty similar colours to each other. But yeah, I'm just sort of packing half, doing a very half-arsed blend as I sort of go, as I kind of go, but keeping it really kind of blown out. Like it's not this, I mean, I'm saying this is a date night look. It's not a creative look, but it is definitely, you could do it and keep the colours in much smaller if you're not one for like anything too dramatic. And then I'm just going to blend this colour a little bit with the brush that I use for the next colour. But yeah, these really are the epitome of just fantastic affordable palettes. They honestly do just offer the same kind of pigmentation as like your P. Louise and stuff. Do I think they blend as well as P. Louise? No, But I think if you're balling on a budget and want the kind of slimmer and happy to have the slimmer, more basic packaging, then Beauty Bay really is a good option. I am waiting on their newer palette. There is something going on with Every, which was Hermes, and anyway, bit of a nightmare, but it is what it is. And then I'm going to go into bubblegum. That's what I really wanted to do content with, but we wait. And then just blend in with bubblegum. Now the second eye is going, not that I had issues with the first eye, but I had issues with it looking like really unblended, but I've gone in a little bit more carefully on this eye, because I was just trying to get it on really fast. I often find when I do this one eye then the other, what happens is the second eye, because I've learnt, is so much better than the first one. Don't know if anyone else, any other content creators out there can relate. Sorry I've not been on in a while. It's a whole thing. I probably need to do like a little life update. And then I'm going into Shake, which is the lightest shade. And I'm really gonna do it quite, because it's pastel, and you'll find even though a good pastel colour should have good coverage and really like temper and blend things. So I'm just going in with that. See, like the inner corner on this eye looks much better. Just while I'm here and I'm looking. See, we've only been going for 7 minutes and it's already, I said, just the and I think it does make a difference that I've done one eye first. Makes my life easier while editing, that's for sure. And then I'm going back into Loyalty, which is the first shade that I used. And when I go back in and do my re-intensify, I don't do as much of a blend. I tend to just pack the colours all over each other, apart from the last shade where I really go in and blend. I'm never going to have the sort of eyes where I do pack one colour on top of each other and then right at the end go back in and do the blend. I just find for my style and how I do my makeup these days that just doesn't work for me, and it's just not a technique in my life that I kind of do anymore. And I don't do these intricate looks so much as I used to, because I just kind of find my own style. And I'm going back into Claret and just blending that, not even, well, blending, sort of pack and blending as I go. And you can see it's really building that colour back up. I know that with some of the palettes it can be hard to rebuild, but I find with these sort of purpley shades that aren't blue tone purple is difficult, but I find with these reddy pink tone purples, generally they're pretty easy to work with. And then going back into Bubblegum. I mean, this is such a Rebecca palette, if you've ever seen one. And then I don't need to do loads of that because I don't want to blow this out too far, because I want to make it semi-wearable. It'll look more wearable once I've got on concealer stuff. I'm not going to do the pink under eye trend exactly, but I'm going to keep the pink very involved. See, I've gone higher up into my brow on this side. My brows are desperately in need of something. And then I did take, because I would have loved an almost white or a white shade in this. And I get it, it's called Berries. So, but I'm just going to take my shade 2 setting powder just on the same brush. Obviously, you can use whatever setting powder you use, or whatever you've kind of got close to hand to do this. I'm not suggesting that you need to use this. Oh, nearly dropped the palette, that you need to use this powder. Oh, well, let's come back in a little bit. And I like to keep things like quite blended around my nose. Okay, that's literally all I did for the mattes. So simple. And then for the shimmer, I took this one, which is called Soda. And it's kind of got like lighter purple flecks and I think a bit of lilac flecks in there. And you know what? Beauty-based shimmers never, ever, ever let me down. Even in the palettes like the Nikki tutorials where I'm not that arsed about the mattes, the shimmers were still just so stunning and easy to work with. And I don't generally do, you could do this as a cut crease if you wanted to, but I'm trying to keep things like simple and smoky. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a get ready with me life update, I think, because a lot has gone on. It's still got the same job. I know that's often my go-to. And then I'm going to take Jura, which is this shade here, which is like a blackened kind of purple, and just blend that into the outer corner. Don't be afraid to get stuck in with your finger. Obviously, I have no nails, so it's easy enough for me to say I am a gross nail biter. And if I have my nails done, I really like to have them done, and I just can't afford that right now. Then I'm taking Cloud, and I will use a brush for this, but I'll give you a little, just the perfect, like, baby pink. And that's going on my inner corner. See, is this not the most, for me anyway, I'm just going to do a little bit more here. Simple look that I've ever done. I'm so chuffed with this. And I know people say like, we want tutorials again on YouTube, and I kind of want to provide that where I can, and definitely more simple ones. And I'm trying to do it with, I'm not going to be buying as much expensive eyeshadow. So I will be kind of using my collection. So maybe I'll do a life update and talk about, I'm doing a low buy year and stuff. So yeah, I just took my black eyeliner. This is just the ABH liquid liner. Ooh. Okay. This is why I don't do this on camera, guys. But it's just black, so, oh, for God's sake. Yes, I'm just over a year in Charlotte Tilbury now. So still doing my Tilbury thing. And that will be it. You know, I'm just going to thicken up this side because they are not sisters. Because yeah, I'm pretty happy, and I just want somewhere that I can be comfortable and stuff like that, and I feel pretty comfortable, and yeah. And honestly, not sure if I have it in me to start all over somewhere else either. No, I'm 31 this year, and I just need to get settled, and yeah. Right, so that's that. So I'm gonna go off, do my foundation, which is this whole separate video, and then I'll come back and do like my blusher and stuff like that, because I'm gonna do some super cute kind of pink blusher, and it's gonna be really cute. So I shall see you shortly. Okay, so I'm back with my foundation, bronzer, and concealer on, trying out new foundation. So this video is going to go up first. Which side is the high-end foundation and which one is the affordable dupe? Can you tell? And hey, how's that for getting the colours the same? They're both too dark. We've had to figure it out with concealer, but looking pretty good, huh? Right. blusher. So I'm going to use my Doll Beauty Cream Melt in the shade Beach Please. She's bright. This is covered in foundation, but it's bright. I am currently absolutely obsessed with pink blush at the moment. Like, obsessed. And you'd think I'd be more obsessed since I always really liked pink eyeshadow. But honestly, I love this so much. It looks much brighter in person than it does on camera. I need to figure out my camera, but I feel like I would probably need to wait until I had more people on here. I just can't justify upgrading my camera setup when I've let my channel die, essentially. And I've done that to myself. So I'm not like blaming people for not watching me. I've let my channel die. So I shouldn't laugh. I really shouldn't laugh. Don't tell me after laughing, Becky. Just giving this a little blend with my sponge. Said I'm not doing the pink trend under eye, but keep things really pink and close to the under eye. And I like to just go back over my sponge. And I'm looking super cute. I'm tired, so my under eyes look very tired. I have used my favourite concealer, but I have had it without it being set. Okay, so let's set the under eye. I'm going to use my HNB Soft Focus Powder on a Trigwell Cosmetics powder puff. Listen, I get the hype. After using the cheap Amazon ones, I understand. I seriously really get it. I really do. I think I might do my most expensive versus my cheapest in my collection of things. Obviously, I'm under like beauty lights, so I don't believe this like hype of, oh my god, they are miracles. But this thing is pretty good, I have to say. It's the distribution. It's how the powder is distributed very evenly. That's the like science around it, I guess. And I have used like cheaper Amazon ones, and I used them for a while and was absolutely against buying these. But what I can tell you is that this is 100% worth it. So I got 2 of the mini ones because I mainly only set my under eye with loose powder, and I don't really like pressed powder on a puff. But guys, I get it. I get it. Okay. I'm sorry, I was a hater. I wasn't a hater, but I was doubtful. So I'm going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish to set my face. Very lightly. I've used the wrong sponge. I've used the wrong brush to do this. This is my bronzer brush. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's okay. And I'm trying to keep things affordable, but I'm questioning whether or not I own a affordable bronzer. I do. I'm going to use my W7 Honolulu. The packaging on this is so funny, but I really like the bronzer. Yeah. There it is. Nice and warm. Actually, the first time I used it, I went in. See, I've just done it again. Went in really ham and was like, oh. Do we like my cute clips? We are fluffy jumper, very Y2K, no? And I was very much born in the 90s and grew up in the 2000s. I was born in 1992. I shall be 31 in April. I am an April Taurus. So, and apparently if you're into star signs, I'm an archetypal April Taurus. So I've gone way too ham on my nose. I don't want to do too much like contouring. As much as like I'm doing like a glam look, I want it to be like really cutesy. I don't want to do too much. And then on as a powder blush, I really don't want to have to bring out something expensive if I can help it. I'm just going to spritz my face because we are very matte. And I cannot believe I've just used my Charlotte Tilbury to do that. It's fine. Right, I'm hoping that what I want to use will suddenly pop up in front of me when I start tidying. Okay, I'm using the eyeshadow palette for blusher because I cannot find it. So I'm going to do my under eye first. I'm going to take Loyalty, which is the first shade that was used. For me, this is when eyeshadow looks really, really start to come together. It's when the under eye's done. I never like anything that much until my under eye's on. I'd stopped doing like pink and purple, then I'm going into claret because I felt like I had been doing it too much, but it's Valentine's season. I love pinks and purples and reds as eyeshadow, berry tones, all of that. So I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna do what I want. And I am into bubblegum. I tend to just literally layer these on top of each other. I don't necessarily go like under until I get to the lighter shades like I'm doing now, whereas this is a little bit underneath. But as I said, I obviously do, and I'm going into Shake, which is the lightest shade. Obviously do quite, you know, more creative stuff over on the gram, but I like to keep things a little bit more user-friendly over here on my YouTube channel. I want anybody to come on my channel and feel like they can recreate what I do. And I try, as I said, I try and keep things simple, you know. I'm a simple kind of gal. Right. Blush. And then I think I might bake as well. I've been really into that recently, but I'm not leaving the house, so maybe not. So I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take Bubblegum, which is this really light pink here, onto my brush that desperately needs a clean. Because my only other pink blush, because I can't find the one that I wanted to use, is expensive. And as I said, I'm trying to keep things, trying to do a mix of affordable and stuff. Because I feel like my channel is a lot of high end. So I actually scrapped a video recently because I just felt like it was ridiculous. And I don't want to alienate people, and we're in the land of cost of living, and I feel like my makeup budget is the champagne equivalent, and I am on a tap water budget. I act like I am an oat milk latte of makeup when really I am a cheap tea bag and milk boiling your own kettle at home. You know, that's my analogy. So just use that for a blush. I actually really love that. And then highlight. Oh, fuck's sake. This is what I'd wanted to use. It's Glow Getter. Anyway, this is glowy. I've just opened my drawer and it's right in there. So I'm going to use this on top because it's glowy. So this is a Doll Beauty Glow Getter in the shade Vacation. So fuck it, I am using this as well, because it has a nice bit of shine. I don't know what lip I'm doing. Might do a neutral, might do a really pale neutral. I haven't really decided yet. And then I still will do a highlighter. I'm going to do, this is kind of the most expensive part. I'm going to spray my face again, but this time I'm not doing it with Charlotte Tilbury. Who do I think I am? I do not have the money to be doing that. I'm going to do it with my Studio London by Superdrug. Please go check out that video, my Studio London video. I thought it would do much better than it did, and I honestly was so proud of that video. I worked really hard and spent a lot of money. What? I mean, is this not the most stunning powder highlight? Come on now. I mean, shut the front door. Stop it. Stop it now. Come on. Hey, it is fucking nice. It is nice. I mean, I'm just gonna, because that's like a beacon of light and will look horrific when I take photos. But come on. Hey? Nice, huh? Nice. I mean, I can hear you saying that's blinding, Rebecca. So, am I gonna do a kind of clashy nah. Do we smoke it out or do I do a nude? Let's just do black, you know. I'm saying it's basic, but I'm just gonna do black. So let's tight line. And yes, I can literally do anything to my eye, and I'm not arsed. I wear contacts. Sometimes I wash my face 3-4 times a day, depending on like how much I'm doing makeup and things. Because I washed my face this morning. I went to work, so I washed my face when I got in. I'll wash this off. So it's a double cleanse and stuff. So that is a great affordable black eyeliner. It's the Cash Beauty, and I really like that. Okay, so I'm not going to do a lip on camera because that's boring. So I'm going to go off, do my lip and pop a lash on, and I should come back and I'll show you the whole finished kit and caboodle. Whole thing finished. We are shining, shining, in the words of Patricia Bright. So I shall see you shortly. Okay, so I'm back. I've popped some lashes on. I've done a little bit more of the brighter colour on my inner corner, and just done like a softer kind of nudie pink lip. I couldn't find anything perfect, but I settled on this after 3 different things. Kind of just seemed like it was good enough. Anyway, what do you think? Kind of cute little Valentine's Day themed look, little kind of simple tutorial. For my next video, again, I'll give you another chance. Which side is high end and which side is affordable? Foundation, I mean. You saw me put everything else on. Anyway, don't forget to go Don't forget to go follow me over on Instagram. I'll leave my name up as usual for you. Let me know what you want to see from me next. As I said I can't remember, I'm filming 2 videos at the same time, helpfully. I'm going to do a kind of low-buy video. I'm also going to do like a little, maybe I should do like a get rid of me talking about my low-buy, giving you kind of a life update, kind of do it all in one. And whilst talking about my favourites at the same time. I didn't do 2022 favourites because I hadn't tried that many new things. I was trying to be good with what I bought. A lot of TikTok shopping, but nowhere near as bad as I used to be. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Leave me a comment down below and give me the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!